With a 3, 2, 1, go countdown. Let's practice that one time really loud.
3, 2, 1, go!
Awesome. You'd be surprised how many audiences can't do that. Alright, are you ready? Alright. Will you start us off, please?
3, 2, 1, go!
Who won that?
Yeah!
Was it the red team?
Yeah!
The black team?
Yeah!
It was definitely the black team.
Yeah!
I couldn't tell. Alright. That was close. Alright, we're going to move right into the next event, which is axe throwing. We're throwing at that target right back there. We're throwing double-bitted axes tonight. These axes are specially made just for this event. They are weighted and balanced just for throwing. The heads of them only weigh about 2.5 pounds. The handles are about 24 inches long. We are throwing it from a distance of 20 feet, and the center of that bullseye is 5 feet off the ground. Pretty much no matter where in the world you go to compete in axe throwing, the regulations are always the same. We are each going to take one practice throw, and then 3 scoring throws.
Nice!
You're skipping your practice throw? The way the scoring works is that bullseye is worth 5 points. Every line after that goes down 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! And that would be 0. So you guys have seen both sides of it, a 5 and a 0. Demonstration purposes only. Woo! Alright, here we go. First scoring round. We've got Hannah up for the red team. Come on, red team!
Yeah!
2 points. That's alright, give her a nice hand. She hit the target. Here's Andrea up for the red team. Come on, red team, help her out.
Come on!
Red team.
Yeah!
She hit the target too. Come on, black team.
Alright!
Here we go into our second scoring round. Cheer on Hannah, help her out.
Woo!
1
Yeah.
point. Here's Andrea up for her second throw. Come on, help her out. She needs the bullseye. Is it in there? Did it cut the red? 4 points. Excellent throw. Give her a nice hand. Come on, black team. Alright, here we go into our last and final round. We throw low score to high score. Hannah has 3. Andrea has 5. What did I hit my first time? 3. I have 8. Alright, cheer on your team. Help these ladies out.
Woo!
And another 2 points. Give her a nice hand. She ends up with a total of 5.
Alright, Andrea.
Andrea has 5 points so far. Oh, give her a nice hand. She ends up with 5 points. Alright, the good news is the black team has already won. I have 8 points so far. Ooh, and I end up with 8. Give all the ladies a nice hand. Nice axe throwing, you guys. Alright, we're going to move on to some crosscut sawing next. The crosscut saw is actually revolutionized the wood cutting industry. Before we had all the modern day equipment that we're using now, the chainsaws and the skidders, the men were out in the was the best axes. And then all of a sudden these saws came along, and it didn't take very long for a team of 2 good sawyers to outcut a dozen of the best axemen. These saws are very important to logging heritage and history. These saws are definitely a little bit more modern than that. We actually buy these from New Zealand and Australia. They've been cut out with a laser, and then every single tooth, every single tooth on these saws is hand filed. There's actually less than a dozen men in the world that can make and maintain these saws. That makes them very, very expensive. A good quality racing saw can cost you nearly $2,000. Alright, we've set the teeth of these saws into the wood about 1 inch or so. We do this for safety and to make sure that we're set in there nice and straight and not cutting at an angle. We're going to race to make 1 cut through these logs. So who's cheering for Hannah on the red team? Woo! It's going to be the black team.
Yeah, black team.
Alright, will you start us off with the countdown again, please?
3, 2, 1, go! Oh. Come on, black team! Come on, red! Come on, red! Come on, red! You can catch them! Let's do it! Woo! Woo! Yeah, black team!
Woo! And the black team!
Go, Hannah, go! Don't get
Yay! Nice job. Nice job.
Why the teeth are so long?
Alright. Vegán is also commonly referred to as the misery whip, and I'm sure you can see why. The next event we're getting into is some chopping, and I'm going to get my log ready, and Hannah is going to tell you all about it.
Thank you, Alyssa. Okay, next we're going to go into the underhand chop. These are the chops that you see the blocks in these specially made cradles. We put the blocks in these cradles so that you can see who gets done first, and so in competition, the timers know when to stop their watches. They're connected on one end only. Andrea's showing you. This way, the other end will fall in or will fall out when the block breaks in the center. Next, they draw on their lines that Alyssa's drawing on hers right now. There is a method to these guidelines that we try to hit. We take the diameter of each block and we open that diameter on the front and back sides of our blocks. This is the fastest way to the center of our logs. Next, these ladies get some racing axes. As you can see, they're very shiny and very sharp. This metal in these axes is forged in Australia and New Zealand. We have not perfected a way to blend these metals in the US, so this is where we have to go or order our axes from. We do debark all of our blocks before we chop and saw them because our equipment is very sensitive. So when the logs are skidded out of the forest, rocks and dirt get lodged in the bark, and we don't want to run that equipment through those rocks and dirt. They're going to start with their best sides towards the crowd. Let's help them out with another 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2,
1, go!
Help your teammates out.
Go, Red.
Turn, you are going to see the pattern they follow. It's bottom, top, top, bottom. This pulls out those giant chips that you might be able to see flying out from there. It's a square or circle pattern. Oh, Alyssa has already made her turn, and Andrea's a few swings behind her. Andrea's making sure she makes good work on the back side of her log.
Come on, Red team!
Go!
Go, Red, go!
Oh, Alyssa might be broken through on the top.
Come on, Red! Oh, she's cheating.
Help them out.
Go, Red, go! Go, Red, go!
A few more hits on Alyssa's side. Oh, she drew.
Come on, Red team!
Almost. That's it. Good job, Alyssa. Help Andrea out. She's only a few swings behind.
Go, go, go!
And she is also.
Yeah!
Good job, ladies. Who thinks these ladies are absolutely crazy for chopping inches from their toes with that razor sharp?
Yeah!
They are safe. They are wearing protective equipment under their shoes. What Andrea is going to show you is a chainmail sock. She actually makes this protective equipment for about 85% of the professional competitors. This is the type of chainmail you see in a butcher's glove or a shark suit. It will stop the axe if you happen to glance off of your block and into your foot.
Really?
You might have some small cuts and bruises, maybe a broken foot, but your toes will still be attached at the end of the day, which is really important if you want to step back up on another block and try to chop through it. Alright, I'm going to hand it on over to Andrea for our last event.
Water.
Alright, thank you, Hannah. We're going to go into our crowd favorite. So who wants to see some log rolling?
Yeah.
Way before they had modern day equipment, like bulldozers and backhoes, they had to use the riverways as a way of getting the logs from the forest down to the sawmills in town. So what they do, they'd go and they'd cut down the trees, pile them by the riverside, and then in the spring when the snow and the ice would melt, they would push those logs into the river, and the log roller or log driver would have to ride those logs down to the sawmills in town.
Wow.
He would also have to break up any log jams that happen on the way. Being a log driver was the most dangerous job you could have. If you fell in, you could possibly die of hypothermia or get crushed by a swiftly moving log. Today the ladies are going to be rolling on a western red cedar. We use western red cedar because it's the most buoyant wood, meaning it floats the highest in the water. You can see they put on their special log rolling shoes as soon as Hannah gets up here. And we were so psyched. We came into town. You guys have a special log rolling shoe outlet right down the road. Did you know that? It's called Walmart. Typically in a competition, we'd be wearing spike shoes, but because we have a vinyl lined tank, we have to use tennis shoes. You'll also see that we have carpet all the way around the log, and that's to give the tennis shoes something to grip onto.